Hello everyone, it's Stray Faye here with another episode of Olympia Soiree. We're getting very deep into Riku's route. How the heck did we get to this point? We're at a trial. So, last episode, things are getting a little bit hectic. The military is getting very arrest happy in trying to catch suspected Hazushi, even if they didn't do anything. They'll just fabricate evidence in order to arrest anyone or not glance at a person the wrong way. And then Byakuya almost got kidnapped. But then Riku came to save the day, but he saved her the wrong way. He almost used Batsu on the kidnappers, which is apparently a no-no. So now he's on trial. I just feel like this is like such injustice, because yeah, he was trying to save her and now he's getting punished for it. Alright, well, let's begin this chapter. Color ribbon. I express my deepest apologies for having broken my vow. I will accept any punishment due to me. But before I am sentenced, I wish to request one thing. What is it? I would like to be given some time before my punishment. Why? I wish to resolve matters regarding this incident, so I can bring an end to personal matters as well. Is he gonna go after the kidnappers? Riku? Unless he's talking about us, or gonna write a will or something. He hadn't looked at me, not even once, since I entered the room, and throughout the trial. But he possessed such a majestic demeanor that it was hard to imagine he was actually on trial. I hear the perpetrator in custody has kept silent. However, I believe it is highly likely that they conspired to abduct her via Byakuya. He's right. They were saying something about taking me away to someone. I wonder if Canon is still involved? Or it could be a separate entity. As expected, Lord Jigen and the others looked at one another in silence. You want to protect Olympia, right? I wish to capture the one who escaped and uncover who is behind the planned abduction. Is there a reason why it cannot be handled by someone else? Riku glanced at me for a moment. He wants to save us. He wants to be that gallant prince. Shanatan is sacred ground where lying is forbidden. Therefore, I will say the honest truth. It is for personal reasons. I wish to be the one to capture the person who tried to harm her. My heart ached. I couldn't let my emotions get the better of me here. I am sure the matter has reached the three of you here. I have developed an affection for her and have sought as a man to deepen our relationship. Okay, this is how he confesses to us in a courtroom. How romantic. Riku, what are you saying? You couldn't even say it before. He's called me a friend before. I turned to him with such an incredulous look. I could not be more surprised by what I just heard. Which means I have committed another sin as well. But please wait. Don't dig your own grave here. I don't think they're gonna punish him though. I mean, they shouldn't. I feel like Jigen is gonna be on his side. Doma, hopefully Doma is kind of flip-floppy. Doma is hopefully like on our side, and then Shura wouldn't want her heir to be punished. Like I feel like most of the leaders should be like with us, not against us. We're only friends. Yes, we've spoken with each other, but nothing has been done beyond that. Then I have foolishly suffered unrequited feelings. It is clear she has done nothing wrong. He calmly made his statement to Lord Jigen and the others. Hey, I'm just throwing your words back at you. What? What is he saying? I thought we were just friends. Confused. He said that himself. Regardless, as I mentioned earlier, I intend to discover the mastermind who attempted to abduct her. I humbly beseech you. Hello, Shura. Riku. I understand how you feel, but as Jigen said, the matter should be handled by someone else. But that will not ease my mind. Of course, I have no intention of being acquitted. Riku. I will relinquish my standing in the blue and exile myself to Yomi. Oh, is he giving up his color ribbon? With that, he tore the color ribbon from his uniform and laid it quietly on the floor beside him. Riku! I can't marry a criminal, though. No! What are you doing, Riku? Are you trying to threaten me? Oh no, even she's like, wait, I don't want you to be a criminal. You need to take over. I'm not threatening anyone. And my intention is not to bring shame upon my family or color class. I merely wish to take responsibility for my crimes. No, look at the leaders. He's just like punishing himself, but the leaders haven't even like cast judgment on him yet. And Riku paused for a moment, looking at me and elder sister a number of times. I believe Yomi is beckoning me to join those living there. Riku, have you lost your mind? Yomi is beckoning you? What in the world are you saying? Are you feeling, like, guilty for something? Riku. Do you understand how foolish and selfish you are being? You are destined to be the next leader of the Blue. Well, this will certainly be a black mark on his resume. And yet, you have betrayed my trust and the trust of our people. I understand that fully. However, while I apologize for my actions, I do not have any regrets. Rather, I am glad. What do you mean? I couldn't possibly take over as leader of the Blue with these doubts in my mind. Doubts? They are the signs of a mind at work. It is a natural part of growing up. Besides, a man who cannot protect the woman he loves will not be able to lead and protect his people. You certainly have a point. This is no laughing matter again. We must take proper measures against this grave situation. Proper measures, you say? Domo, what about you? My body grew tense the moment Lord Jigen looked at Doma. Yeah, Doma's been very silent. Considering that he hated me, there was no telling what he would say. It is true Riku broke his vow. It is also true that it's nearly impossible to execute him. Without him, the Tamagami rituals will be futile. And Lord Hirako would not be pleased to see his shrine gate neglected of a new show. Furthermore, we cannot execute the last remaining white known to us. Without her, life of the sun may end, leading to our demise. Could have said it nicer. Riku is among the most powerful of the Blue. His involvement in the military suggests he is of good health. He would be a worthy candidate to mate with our white maiden. Oh, okay. Doma gives his approval. Once again, could have worded it differently, but... He's like, what? Huh? I was not expecting that at all. Okay. The relationship has been approved in the court. Riku and I stared at Doma, completely stunned. He has given us the blessing, I think. As I recall, Riku is unable to take a wife until he is 30 years old. I do not say this to dismiss the traditions of the blue, but was the preservation of the white not our highest priority? Is he gonna, like, bend the rules of it? It's like, you don't have to wait till you're 30. Go for it, kiddos. Based on color, class, and age, I believe either Akaza of the red or Riku of the blue would be worthy. Worthy seems a bit outrageous considering it's only me. He isn't defending us for our sake. All he's worried about is my white blood. I think he's also looking out for you, though. He seems very, like, regardless of who she chooses, like, in every route, he seems supportive of, like, whoever she chooses. Like, even saying, like, okay, Tokisada, cut me down, or like, Kuroba, you can take my position, go for it. But, like, he says it in the most, like, he doesn't say it in the nicest way. The law states that the women of Tenyo Island can choose any man from any color class on Tengu Island. As absurd as it sounds, it is still the law. By whom and for what purpose, I am uncertain. I mean, the women of the white, they only choose someone that they love with all their heart, right? You can't force them to choose otherwise. I do recall there was such a law. It slipped my mind as we have not had a woman of the white on this island search for her mate. I felt a bead of sweat roll down my back. Why are they talking about me now? This trial was supposed to be in condemning Riku for using Batsu. I guess if they, like, attach Riku to tell Olympia, then, like, he gained some sort of protection that way? But now Lord Jigen and the others were looking straight at me. Furthermore, it is said the women of Tenyo Island can employ the power of Batsu. He knows firsthand. Or left hand, I don't know which hand we got him with. What? Is this a surprise to you, Riku? Riku turned, looking at me in disbelief, and I quickly averted my eyes from his. Her own facility with Batsu is yet to be determined. But if she does have the power within her, there's a high chance she can bear a child to Riku with powers even greater than theirs. The island would surely benefit from their offspring. Why that? the Doma ugh. I mean, he seems quite chipper, considering that you did use Batsu on him. I can't believe he's revealing such a thing. So he does hate me after all. No, he's just elevating your bloodline. You're like, hey, she could use Batsu, Riku could use Batsu. Very likely, your children will be able to use Batsu, and maybe, like, one of them can, like, be a Tomogami dancer or something. Of course he has good reason. Nothing will ever bring back his left hand. But can't believe he's saying all this in front of Riku. I know it's selfish of me, but I didn't want Riku, of all people, to know my secret. I think he should know. He could help you. He could teach you. Help you control it. My heart couldn't take it anymore, and tears sprang to my eyes. What should I say? I wiped away a tear with my finger when... Young maiden of the white. Yes? Who do you wish to take as your husband? Jigen! Do not be alarmed, Shura. We're merely following the laws of this island that you admire. Oh, get wrecked, Shura. You're like, I'm gonna follow the Hazushi laws, therefore you gotta follow these too. Ugh. Huh? Who do I want as my husband? What is this trial about? Will Riku and I be sentenced depending on my answer? Ugh. Too suspicious here. What is your response? Riku's earlier testimony revealed his feelings for you. Well... I slowly looked at Riku and noticed he was just as tense as I was now. What's going on? Why am I being asked that question? Why am I on trial? You're on a love trial here. Is what I say going to affect his sentence? There is still a subject of Batsu to discuss. Before I knew it, my whole body was trembling with nervousness and fear. I have no idea what Elder Sister and Doma will say. The only person on my side here is Lord Jigen. And I don't want to lie to him, one of the very few people I actually respect. My stomach was in knots. Fears seemed to paralyze me where I stood. If it can be allowed, I would like to take Riku as my husband. Surprise! Olympia! Well, maybe we can marry Riku and we can adopt a blue child, okay? And then they could be the next heir. We can make it work somehow. But please don't penalize him for it. I fell in love with him completely on my own. He made it clear to me that we are only friends. If someone should be penalized, it's me. I will accept full responsibility. Riku has done nothing wrong. You have misunderstood, Maiden of the White. Huh? If Riku desires the same, so be it. Lord Jigen. Both of you are renowned dancers. I think Lord Hiroka would be pleased to see you two bear children. Oh god, awkward. Lord Jigen was smiling gently as usual. At the very least, I could tell that he wasn't trying to bring any harm to us. Should I be happy, or should I be unhappy? Though I am certainly concerned about those who have targeted you. For what purposes did they seek to acquire a Maiden of the White before she was wed? For the time being, we should not suspend judgment and seek out... Or should we not suspend judgment and seek out the guilty party? I agree. If that is what you two believe. Poor Shura. We confess to Riku. How is he gonna feel about this? Got pulled out in the courtroom. The trial that started early this morning ended just before noon. Lord Jigen and the others departed, leaving the two of us behind. I'm not sure what I can say to him after all that has happened these past few days. About what we... I need to put my report together right away. He spoke before I could finish my sentence. A slight disappointment came over me. You're not gonna say anything about our feelings being mutual? I suppose I can finish by tonight, but... if it's convenient for you, perhaps we can speak a while at the bathhouse. Bathhouse? You mean in Yomi? Yes. But Lord Jigen says he's going to suspend your judgment. I wish to go to Yomi. He wasn't saying it with anger or despair. But I could tell he felt a hint of confusion, making it difficult for me to grasp his emotions. In any case, I have made up my mind. I see. I'll be waiting for you at the bathhouse tonight. Maybe get a room together, have a bath. I will see you then. Goodbye. Goodbye. Alright, gonna skip ahead to that. Skip ahead to nighttime. I decided to head down to Yomi a bit early since I already finished my day's work. A lover's tryst. Oh, I was gonna say hi to Tsukiyomi. I'm here to see you, Tsukiyomi.
I see you remembered my request. Very good, my dear child. You look well. I believe you are fine now.
Oh, he's so happy, he's smiling, with his eyes even. I don't feel any pain anymore.
So, were you bullied at a Shanaton today?
Huh?
Did something happen that embarrassed you?
I liked that Shinimizu spring as I thought about what to say. Lord Jigen asked if there was anyone I wanted to have as my husband. I answered that I wanted Riku of the Blue. Tokyo Mushi fluttered by, spreading its wings brilliantly through the air.
I have no objections, so long as the person will love you more than anything.
That I'm not so sure of yet.
If so, your soulmate could be someone else.
Please don't say that. Please don't say that. Yeah, I don't think he doesn't like Riku. He's just like, pick who you love.
I thought that man would be severely punished.
I won't let that happen.
Oh?
He tried to save me. He didn't do anything wrong. Which is why I want to capture the person who tried to harm me.
Well, this is an island, so there's no place for the person to hide.
Right.
I will pray that they are captured soon.
Thank you. Well, I'll be heading back up now. See you again.
Yes, again.
Okay. I guess Tsukiyomi approves. I let out a deep sigh the moment I stepped into Shikinjo.
If so, your soulmate could be someone else.
I think he's just implying, like, if you don't love him wholeheartedly, like, you gotta love that person with all your heart. Well, that could be true, but then I have foolishly suffered unrequited feelings. It is clear she has done nothing wrong. I want to know how you really feel, Riku. I hope you'll tell me tonight. Which is why I would like to stay here. Even if it's a storeroom, I will of course pay for it. Are you like hiding out here? In the bathhouse / inn? He arrived a little while later. He was no different from when he was boldly standing trial at a Shanaton. Camellia, prepare the best room we have here. Yes, sir. No, there's no need. If we do not welcome those willing to live here in Yomi, it'll tarnish my name as Jigoku Dayu. I appreciate the thought. I heard what happened. I have no intention of delving into personal matters, so feel free to stay here as long as you wish. Now I cannot stay long. Well then, why don't you enjoy a hot bath? It'll wash away your fatigue. Yes, that's right. I have heard only good things about the baths here. Why don't you two have a walk around while we prepare the room? Our garden is magnificent, if I may be so bold. Let's go! I'll show you around! Are we sharing the room? This is moving kind of fast. Finally, we're like kind of on a date. A cherry tree here? As we walked out to the garden, he was transfixed by the beauty of the cherry blossoms. The perpetual cherry tree. Countless pink flowers swayed bewitchingly, their petals dancing like scales. The pond in the garden reflected the great tree like a mirror, stretching it even further. How old is this tree? I've never seen one as impressive as this on the surface. It is breathtaking. This is actually the first time I've seen it from up close. I heard that the seasons was slightly shifted due to Yomi's location underground, but this is truly magnificent. I remembered. The day I was cleaning the windows, I dreamed of seeing the cherry blossoms with him. I shouldn't get my hopes up. I tried to calm my racing heart. Riku, I'm so sorry for everything. I know apologizing isn't gonna fix anything, but I really am sorry for what I've done. What are you saying? You did nothing wrong. Those men attacked you, and I couldn't control myself. But I was trained in the art of Batsu from my earliest years. It feels more natural for me to extend my hand than draw my katana. But I completely lost myself back then. You know, use the weapon that you're most familiar with. If it weren't for your voice, I would have taken their lives. I've been taught that this is a noble power gifted by Lord Hiriko, but it should be feared. It can easily destroy people. He then leaned on the cherry tree.
My dear child, remember this. When you grow old enough, it'll be even easier for you to reap the lives of others.
Tsukuyomi told me that to comfort me in my youth. To comfort, be like, don't worry, child. You'll be able to destroy anyone who hurts you. When I was too young to really understand what had really been done. It is said that the women of Tenyu Island can employ the power of Batsu. Maybe this is fate too. Maybe I should just reveal my secret at last. Riku, I need to tell you something. Maybe it was because I was nervous, but my voice sounded darker than usual. What? Do you remember what Doma said at Ishanatin this morning? I also possess the power of Batsu. I heard that all the women of Tenyu Island were born with it. But unlike you or Himika, it seems like we can only use it when we're in danger. That must be why you heard that the women of Tenyu Island killed someone. Yeah, someone probably attacked them, and then they used Batsu in retaliation, just trying to protect themselves. A woman on the island who was in danger, whose Batsu awoke to kill the person. Riku's blue eyes widened. It was the same with me. What? On my 10th birthday, I tried to escape from Doma's manor. He tried to capture me, and in the process, I destroyed his left hand. I had a slight intake of breath as he stared at me. His hand is useless now, which is why Doma said what he did about Batsu earlier. Riku didn't say anything. He was breathing slowly and quietly as though trying to absorb what I just said. After a moment, he spoke. So, is that what happened? He didn't denounce me. He didn't look at me with scornful eyes. That alone brought me a sigh of relief. I've spoken with Lord Doma a number of times before, but I never knew about his hand. He seems to conceal it, he has a lot of clothes on. Big old robe. Well, his sleeves do cover his whole arm. I never thought that I would feel the need to reveal my past sins to him like this. If there really was such a thing as fate, what would happen to us? Would we have to part ways? Do you remain in Lord Doma's manor now as atonement? I couldn't reply right away. I mean, she feels very guilty about doing that. He was probably right, but I didn't want to accept it as fact. I'm sorry. I've spoken out of turn. It's just that there were rumors that you were Lord Doma's lover and... No, not that I believed it at all. A lot of people seem to believe it. Toki-sana. Mostly the naive people. But I felt sorry for you that you would be subjected to such heartless rumors. His words were all I needed to hear. None of the rumors mattered as long as he believed in me. Do you remember? The Red Calamity that occurred 13 years ago. Of course. It was the first time the sun disappeared. I don't know how it's been explained, but let me tell you what I know. It's our role as women of the White to offer prayers to Lady Amaterasu. With everyone gone, the duty fell to me, but I was too young to know what to do. It was then that, for some reason, Doma decided to lend a hand. I heard about this link before. A means created using knowledge from the other world. I don't know if we have any technology in this world that could help power the sun, but Doma managed to create one. That is what he says. Because of it, the sun can keep shining. He gave a small smile. I think Batsu should be feared. I know from first-hand experience that it mustn't be used on others. Yesterday I was really scared. I felt as though my Batsu was awakening again. But remembering Doma's voice from years ago kept my body from moving. I thought I was dreaming when I saw you come for me. I was surprised and happy. I was fortunate that I was near Kunado. I was walking along that street during my break. I usually take a break around this area, so if you're hungry, come and see me. Of all the things to remember, what came to mind was the scene with the hamburger. Oh, inviting Daifuku for more hamburger. Love poured out from deep within my heart. Still, thank you for coming to save me. Well, who knows what might have happened if you hadn't come. It's because of you that I'm still here, safe and sound. Thank you so very much. Olympia. Oh, we getting closer? Huh? His arm suddenly reached out, but he stopped right before touching me. Is he remembering his vow? Is he gonna break his vow to not touch a woman until he's 30? As his arm dropped, it grazed my blouse. Riku? I looked at him cautiously, unsure of what his intentions were just now. I am more and more becoming a man who is unsuitable for you. Oh, is your manly desires coming to mind? Huh? He continued with his arms down at his sides. He's trying to maintain proper decorum. But he wants what he wants. Oh, he's gonna, punish himself later if he does touch her. I am an uninteresting person. What do you mean? I am also a coward. Riku, why are you saying that? If only I were like a Kaza. Why are you bringing him up now? This is not about a Kaza, it's about us. I get it though. It's Akaza seems so independent and chose his own path in the Kodawari, while Riku is just following along with what other people want of him. Yesterday, I'm glad I made it to you in time. I'm glad I was able to save you. If something terrible had happened to you, just imagining it is painful. My body grew tense. His words gripped at my heart. I really am the most despicable coward. I wanted more than anything for him to say what was really inside him now. I felt like I was in an unbearable limbo. Got a glossary entry for limbo. A state in which things are left unresolved, derived from an idea that certain souls are sent apart from others, in a region between heaven and hell. At Ashanatan, you said you would take me as your husband? I tried to reach my arm out to him, but at the moment, I am unable to accept. But the feelings are mutual now. This time, it was my arm that stopped and fell. Perhaps we were never meant to be. So, please give me some time. How many more chapters? How many more chapters of time do you need? What? That's why I came to Yomi. I want to cut through all my doubts and find answers. Wait, what do you mean? I want to be more than what I am now. I want to become a man you deserve. Riku? I wasn't sure if I should be looking at him or not. My fingers were trembling gently as everything about him was adorable in my eyes. You're making it sound like I can still have hope. Does that mean by any chance that you love... Stop. He quickly turned his back on me. He almost hit his head on the tree trunk behind him. Oh, he's getting so flustered. Is he afraid he's gonna do something? No, wait. It isn't your fault or anything. It's just that... I'm a worthless coward. Kiss her, you coward. I told you already, didn't I? I want to become a man more befitting of you. I'm so pathetic and unworthy. I don't want to tell you now that I love you. I don't have the right to say it. Riku? What I just heard wasn't a figment of imagination. And it wasn't the sound of the rustling leaves or the distant chatter of the customers. What he just said now is exactly what he meant. I won't keep you waiting very long. At the very least, not for 10 years. Ah! I can't possibly wait that long. What should I do? I couldn't wait that long either. Never mind 10 years. I couldn't wait even a second more. I wanted to hold him in my arms and kiss him. Do it. Throw yourself at him. He's undefended. He won't be able to fight back. So I must ask you to wait for me. A part of me still couldn't believe my ears. But his gentle and bold eyes were certain. Fools! Do you think I'd let the two of you go after you've harmed her? So what I heard back then really wasn't a dream at all. I understand. But I don't know how long I can wait, so please do what you need to do as soon as you can. Understood. I will do my very best. My bad habits are starting to take over again. I suppose it won't hurt to ask. Riku? I know I'm getting nosy again, but is there anything I can help? Or any way I can help, rather. Someone is after me. There's no telling when they might try to abduct me again. But that would be a good opportunity to capture them, wouldn't it? Are we suggesting we be bait? I suppose so. So, can I be of any help to you? I was very serious, but he began to chuckle. You really are courageous, aren't you? I can see how you're able to stand up to the military. Well, that was... I just wanted to do what I could to save Satsuki. I know. I no longer saw any pain in his expression. That reminds me. I want to apologize for what happened when that lady was running through Kunado. No need to apologize. He had regained his calm composure once more. It was as if all his worries had disappeared. Truthfully, in that moment, seeing your face did upset me for a moment. Which is why it gave me a chance to think. Why was I upset? Why was I hurt? What must I think about? What should I gain, and in turn, what should I let go? It was because of you that I was able to become aware of it. Thank you. He gave me a warm and gentle smile. I had never seen him smile that way before. I couldn't take my eyes off him and how lovely he was. Let me think about what I can do to find your assailants. It's late already, so allow me to escort you back to Lord Doma. He can keep me with him longer if he wants. We got a room at the bathhouse. Oh, dear guest, what perfect timing. Your room for two has been prepared. So please enjoy your stay. Yes, Yosuka. It's coming to save this relationship. Oh, man. I thought we were just gonna go back to Doma's manor. For two? Yes, two. You are lovers now. Or do you fancy a third to join and make things lively? Okay. Stop joking around. Are you suggesting she stay here for the night? Is there a problem? Yosuga, my man, my wingman here. Of course there's a problem. To think we'd share a bed before marriage. How improper. Sharing a bed, a practice in which unmarried couples absolutely must not engage. Oh no, the idea of doing so prior to marriage is so unthinkable that a euphemism must be employed for propriety's sake. Oh my. Think of the children. What is the problem? Normally, I would scold Yosuka for such a joke, but right now we're just like, wait, good job, dude. But tonight was different. I want to express my eternal gratitude to him. I'll be escorting her home. If only he thought a little more about me. Now she's mad. It's like I'm all ready to put out, and here he is trying to send me back home. I'd come up with all the reasons in the world if he told me he didn't want me to go. Riku of the Blue, you are a serious and stubborn man, aren't you? What's wrong with that? I swore I wouldn't touch her until all matters have been settled. I have already promised. Ah, so you plan on touching her to your heart's desire once you are ready then. No, it's resolved. You can't beat Yosuke when he's set on teasing you. Yosuke, would you stop making fun already? Sorry. You must understand that most of my guests come here for their own reasons. He set himself up for me to have a bit of fun. Now then, Lord Riku, the bath is ready, so please enjoy it while it's still warm. I appreciate it, but I don't want her to go home alone, not after recent incidents. I have not forgotten. I'll have someone trustworthy accompany her to the manor. I see. Thank you. And now, let's go to the room for 2. Bath time. Riku, you should rest already. The baths here are really wonderful. Understood. Now then, please excuse me. Riku looked at me once, then another time, and then finally closed the door to his room quietly. No, is that it? No! You can't So, do you still want me to introduce you to a man? We're not... He's like, well, that didn't work. Here's a spare. No. I'm so very sorry. Not a problem. Though I thought he might want you in his bed tonight. He's scared. He's a coward, as he said. He isn't like that. He certainly is a serious fellow. I am certain it means he will love you seriously as well. I think so. I think so too. Good to hear. I really am sorry for bothering you. Once things settle, can I help you out here again? Do not worry about it. Just consider it my way of expressing thanks for your delivery service. What do you mean? Many were exiled here for their alleged crimes, so it is difficult for them to thank you personally. Which is why I wish to do it on their behalf. Thank you, and keep up the good work. Thank you. I wouldn't have been able to do it without your help or Akaza, Kaina, and everyone else. I wanted to bring about change, no matter how small. Which is why I wouldn't give up. I didn't care if it was selfish or arrogant. I was easily pleased, and hearing Riku's words tonight made me feel like I could do anything in the world. As I told Riku, one of my most trusted will escort you back to your manor. He has a permit to cross Kunado, so not to worry. Dang, we really did go back home. Darn. I thought something was gonna happen. Daifuku, I'm back!
Hibe, how did the trial go?
So many things happened today, but Riku and I are fine.
Lord Riku?
Yes, the hamburger man. We're gonna first find out who tried to abduct me. I prefer to keep you here, since I have a feeling that things can get dangerous, but I want you to come with me tomorrow. Alright, maybe Daifuku will save the day again.
What do you plan on doing?
I'm gonna introduce Riku to the White Mouse's owner. Oh, surprise. Gonna be like, I saw you smiling with a hamburger. Alright, next chapter. Once or 100 times. Wonder what this could be. I thought for certain we were gonna get a romantic scene. Has to be soon though. The tensions are high. The stakes are high. And we're back in Yomi. Alright, we'll have to end things off here, take a little breaky break. I hope you guys are having a fun and relaxing time. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.